Hello all, I'm Adetia Ardianti and you can call me Dian or Tia, whatever you choose. And today I will talk about the references and the cool parts. Okay, here we go.
So what is references and what is sentence cool parts? Today I will explain to you about the references and sentence cool parts. References are words with substitute for other words or phrases. They usually refer back to the ideas that have already been expressed. They sometimes refer forward the ideas yet to be stated. In the following, the references are underlined. Know what is sentence core parts. Even before beginning to develop skill in recognizing core parts in the sentence, it is important for a reader to understand the differences between complete and incomplete thought. A complete thought is one that supplies enough information to give the full meaning back expressed by the reader. Incomplete thought give you only partial information. For the example, 1. Sleep above the side of the road into the ditch during a winter storm. 2. The tractor trailer sleep above the side of the road into the ditch during a winter storm. In complete thought, you are left with questions: what happened, or to whom, or what something happened. Sentence number 2 is complete. You know that the something which slipped off the road and went in the ditch was a tractor trailer. I will put another example. Okay, now how to identifying the core parts. Every sentence expresses at least one key idea or basic message. This key idea is made up two parts, a simple subject and a simple predicate. In each of the following examples, the core parts are underlined. Number 1. Just studied for the horse last night. Number 2. Food prices have been rising drastically in the past 4 years. 3. Most psychological principles can be applied by everyone. 4. After her own illness, the physician was more sympathetic to her patient concern and fears. Okay, now we move on to object. In some sentence, the verb has an object or thing it refers to that complete the meaning of the sentence. You might think of the object as the person, place, or thing upon whom or which the action is performed. The object is often called a receiver of the action. Here are a few sentences in which the object is underlined. 1. The psychology instructor discussed a theory of motivation. A theory of motivation is what the instructor discussed. Researchers have investigated the differences in communication style. Differences in communication style are what researchers have investigated. Okay, now what is sentence modifier? Once you have identified core parts of a sentence, the next step is to determine how the meaning of those core parts is changed or modified by the remainder of the sentence. This remaining part, called modifier, provide you with the information about one of the core parts. Notice how each of the underlined modifier expand, alters, or limits the meaning of the following sentence. 1. After showing the film, the instructor gave a quiz. The modifier tells when the quiz is given. 2. Dr. Ling, my philosophy instructor, assigns one chapter per week. The modifier indicates who Dr. Ling is. everyone except engineering major is required to take a philosophy course. The modifier limits by giving an exceptions. In many long and complicated sentences, the key idea is not as obvious as the previous example. To find the key ideas, ask first, who or what is the sentence about? 2. What is happening in the sentence? Example 1. Intelligence as measured by IQ depends on the kind of the test given, the skill of the examiner, and the cooperation of the subject. 2. Violence in sport, both on amateur and professional level, has increased dramatically over the past 10 years. How to identify co-parts in complicated sentence. Many sentences are short, direct, and straightforward, and as such are easy to compare. Others, however, are complicated by the addition of numerous fake and expression or complex relationship. Identifying co-part as your way becomes more difficult as sentences become longer and more complicated as additional information is added. For the example of simple sentence, abnormal behavior is the product of biochemical processes in the brain. Okay, now, complicated sentence. Many professionals in the field of psychology, especially those with medical background, believe that most, if not all, abnormal behavior is the product of biochemical processes in the brain of the affected individual. The sentence is complicated by the addition of three pieces of information. 1. Who believe abnormal behavior is biochemical caused. Many professionals in the field of psychology, especially with medical background. 2. The qualifying statement. Most, if not all. And 3. Whose brain of the affected individuals. The key to understanding a complicated sentence is to unravel it, identifying its core parts and analyzing how each additional place, fact, modified the meaning of the core. The following steps are useful. Step 1. Locate the core parts and establish what the sentence is about and what action is occurring. Be alert of compound subject of verb. Many complicated sentences may express more than one idea and have more than one set of the core parts. Step 2. Study the modifier. Identify how each remaining piece of the sentence alters meaning. Does it describe the subject? Does it tell when, why, how, or where the action occurred? Step 3. Express the sentence basic meaning in your own word without referring to the sentence. If necessary, split it into 2 or more basic sentences. The step provides the best test of whether you actually understood the sentence. Step 4. Check the vocabulary. In step 3, if step 3 fails, then difficult or technical vocabulary may be interfering with your comprehensions. Check your text, glossary, or consult the dictionary. Okay, that's all I can explain about the references and the core parts. I hope you will understand what I already given to you. Thank you all for listening and see you later at another video at another time. Goodbye. Okay.